Since the beginning of The Blacklist, Raymond Reddington's true identity has been shrouded in mystery. The show left fans confused and curious about Reddington's real identity, and this continued until the very last episode. NBC's The Blacklist has had a lot of fun teasing the answer, but will fans ever know who Raymond Reddington is? The Blacklist is an NBC thriller that opens with a notorious most wanted criminal Raymond Reddington handing himself over to the FBI. Reddington offers to help them track down other dangerous criminals that the authorities did not even know existed. He compiled them on his own list called The Blacklist. He gave them criminals in exchange for an immunity agreement. Raymond Reddington's rather odd condition is that he will only work with Elizabeth Keene. With his connection to her being mysterious, fans have been trying to decipher the strange relationship between Reddington and Elizabeth Keene. Who is Raymond Reddington, and is he Elizabeth's father? Or is she Elizabeth's mother? Why did he care so much about her? The Blacklist has run for 10 seasons. It has ended and still left fans wondering about the answers to these questions. That mystery became even more important with the introduction of the infamous bones that were revealed to be the bones of the real Raymond Reddington. Yet, 10 years and 10 seasons later, the mystery of Reddington's true identity has not been directly answered. The Blacklist Season 6 seemingly revealed the truth about who Raymond Reddington is, revealing that yes, Raymond Reddington is Elizabeth's father, but the man Elizabeth knows isn't Reddington. The real Raymond Reddington was in a relationship with Elizabeth's mother, Katerina Rostova, who was really a KGB agent sent to seduce and enter into a relationship with him. When Elizabeth was only 4, she shot Raymond Reddington while he was attacking Katerina, and then a fire broke out. Though Katerina and Ilya Koslov saved Reddington from the fire, the alleged real Raymond Reddington died as a result of Elizabeth's fatal shot. The Blacklist revealed Katerina's friend and sometime lover, Ilya Koslov, a KGB agent, took Raymond Reddington's place following his death, changing his face with plastic surgery. The Blacklist Season 6 revealed Katerina is also alive after she supposedly committed suicide by walking into the sea following Reddington's death. Rostova once again casts doubt on who Raymond Reddington is, and it is revealed he is not Ilya either. Instead, Ilya appears and is a good friend of Reddington, the imposter. Hopes are dashed for Liz once again when, in The Blacklist Season 8, the woman who Elizabeth thought was her mother reveals that she is actually just a spy named Tatiana Petrova. Now that The Blacklist has ended without directly revealing the real identity of Raymond Reddington, audiences are left to speculate on who Raymond Reddington is. Two major theories are gaining attention as of now, one of which is that James Spader's Reddington is the real Raymond Reddington, who faked his own death. It's not impossible that Raymond Reddington was able to get away. Gunshot wounds are not always fatal, and it is possible that the young Elizabeth could have missed his vital organs by a millimeter. Another theory is that Raymond Reddington is Elizabeth Keene's mother. This theory was always in circulation but didn't become popular until the end of Season 8 for two reasons. The first comes from a conversation between Reddington and Elizabeth when she asks him if he knew her mother, to which Reddington replies that he knew Katerina very well with a knowing smile. The second clue is the letter that Reddington gives to Elizabeth before she dies in The Blacklist Season 8. The Blacklist's Raymond Reddington tells Elizabeth that the note is written by Katerina and will explain everything. Considering that Katerina Rostova's whereabouts are unknown, it's entirely possible that The Blacklist's Raymond Reddington is actually Elizabeth's mother. So the Blacklist fans are back to square one when it comes to the truth of who Raymond Reddington is and what his relationship with Elizabeth is. The prevailing theory is that he is the real Reddington, who survived his apparent death and burning. He also doesn't consider himself to be the old Raymond, and hence doesn't see himself as Elizabeth's true father. Elizabeth Keene was the character most invested in revealing who Raymond Reddington really is. She wanted to understand why he cared about her so much and whether he was her real father. Following Elizabeth's death in The Blacklist Season 8 finale, the emotional stakes behind uncovering Reddington's identity were significantly diminished. There are characters still alive on The Blacklist who could learn the truth, but it won't have the same impact as when Elizabeth was alive, because they are not as invested as Elizabeth was in knowing Reddington's identity. While it may not matter as much to the surviving characters, Reddington's identity still matters a great deal to many fans of The Blacklist. Given how much the series has teased this mystery over the years, not directly confirming Red's identity has stirred a lot of emotions. Beloved characters, including Tom Keene and Mr. Kaplan, died in part because of the secret surrounding the real Reddington's bones. Their sacrifices and many other iconic moments in The Blacklist have been invested around the real identity of Raymond Reddington. The 2-hour series finale featured Raymond Reddington running from the FBI agents he used to work with. Though members of the Reddington task force were initially conflicted about the chase because of their loyalty to him, they later came to the conclusion that this was important enough that they needed to keep their emotions aside. Hudson arrested Demve on charges of aiding and abetting a fugitive for helping Reddington. While Demve was being taken to headquarters for questioning, Reddington and his men crashed their vehicles, leading to chaos. It was a dangerous attempt to rescue Demve. Hudson shot Demve in the neck, which led to Reddington shooting Hudson in the head. Hudson died instantly, and even though Reddington shot Wrestler several times, only his body armor was grazed. Reddington's love and respect for the members of the task force made him spare Ressler and only shoot him in the bulletproof vest to restrain him. Reddington took Demve to a nursing home and volunteered for a direct blood transfusion to save him. Demve survived the wound and his operation, but when the officials reached there, Reddington was nowhere to be found. It was revealed that Reddington was unwell and not strong enough for a blood donation, which means he was himself in a critical condition but put his life on the line to save Demve. Meanwhile, Nixon briefed the task force that he planned to kill Reddington on sight once they found him. Herbie quietly left once he heard of this plan, as he could not tolerate being a part of it. Red is located at Villa Lobo in Andalusia, Spain, where Angela helped him recover. Though the much-needed rest helped Red get better, he began coughing up blood soon after. Red spent the next few hours walking around the market wistfully and calling Agnes with random advice on how to deal with school-time crushes. While Ressler kept tracking Red with the help of some vendors, he was walking around a ranch when an aggressive bull found him. When the animal ran towards Red, he stood calmly in its path, no fear in his eyes. It was as if he has found what he has been looking for, a poetic death. He willingly sacrificed himself to the bull without any resistance. Some of Raymond Reddington's actions in Season 10 have hinted that something is wrong with him. We have witnessed Raymond's attempt to shut down his empire by sacrificing it to the task force. Morgana Logistics is one of his biggest enterprises. And in room 417, he offered his vast intelligence network that made him so powerful. We also witnessed how Reddington gave out his fortune to charity and auctioned off his expensive belongings at a ridiculously low price. All these actions hints that Reddington really was suffering from a terminal illness. When Ressler reached the ranch, he found Red's body bloody, bent, and lying in the grass. Even though specifics are not shown, it is hinted that the task force has been disbanded. The Attorney General decided not to press charges against Demve for aiding Red. What do you think about the ending? Do you think a bull killing Reddington was the best way to end the decade-long series? And finally, who do you think Raymond Reddington is? Give us your answer in the comments section.